In today's video, we're going to focus on ENTJ and ENFJ. Which one of these extroverts are the real powerhouse of the people? Let's get right into it. ENFJ, extroverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. ENFJs are charismatic leaders who has very deep empathy and feeling for other people. These people, they usually take on the roles of a mentor or a teacher. They are really strong in emotional intelligence and they really have a knack of bringing the best out of people. ENTJ, extroverted, intuitive, thinking, and judging. These people are the extroverts of my type of MBTI personality type. Compared to me, who is an INTJ, they are much more bold and enthusiastic. But just like me, they're also very strategic and very driven. They lead with a high level of logic and efficiency. They as well have very high standards for themselves and also for others. They are future-oriented, they're very goal-oriented as well. They are natural-born leaders. But compared to ENFJ, they rely a little bit more on logical thinking. It's really easy to see at this point that the two of them share most of their qualities in common. Extroverted, which means both of them enjoy the company of other people. They're both intuitive, which means they actually are very good at materializing and conceptualizing abstract ideas. And it's easy for them to discuss future possibilities. They're both judging, which means they have a lot of structure in their personality. They like to plan and plan in detail. And of course, they have very clear visions about what kind of outcome they want to have. Their difference lies in feeling and thinking. ENFJs, because of the feeling, they care more about harmony and they rely a little bit more on emotions. While ENTJ, because of the thinking, they rely much less on emotions and they care more about what is logical and what makes sense. ENFJ makes up about 2 to 3% of the total population, while ENTJ is much more rare. They only take up about 1.8% of the world's population. Now, here again comes the fun part. Who are the famous figures that belong to the respective category of these two personality types? Barack Obama, the former president of the United States. He's very well missed, I think, by the whole world. Being one of the best orators, he is very well known for his inspiring speeches. And it's not hard to tell that his leading style is very people-oriented. Oprah Winfrey, who is without a doubt a people person. She was a talk show host, a media mogul, and also a philanthropist. She has her very unique, inspiring way of connecting basically with each and every one of her guests that has ever been on the Oprah show. Therefore, she's very known for her emotional depth and her power to inspire. It might sound kind of weird, but the character of Morpheus from the Matrix trilogy is also an ENFJ. He is the mentor of the main character, Mr. Anderson, or later known as Neo. Nobody else believed in the fact that Neo was the person who will save the world. Morpheus had a very deep insight and also deep believing that he is the one. Therefore, he's a figure that sees potential in others. He actually turned out to be a father figure to Neo, and also he helped Neo all the way to fulfill his biggest destiny. Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. I still remember her character played by Keira Knightley and her very memorable monologue. In both the films and the book is a very smart, forward-thinking female character. Gordon Ramsay, one of the most famous cooking show hosts and also chefs. If you have watched any of his shows, for example, Hell's Kitchen, then you are definitely very familiar with his direct, demanding style. He is obsessed with excellence in his leadership. One word that he uses thousands of times, which is finesse. Margaret Thatcher, also known as the Iron Lady. Being the first female prime minister of the UK, she is very famous all over the world for her decisive style and her very strong-willed nature. Very interestingly, the UK has produced a lot of very strong-willed leaders in both their political parties and also the royal family. Miranda Priestley, the mean boss from The Devil Wears Prada. If you have watched the movie or at least heard about the story, you are definitely no stranger to how demanding she was. And the first thing she did when she hired the main character was to beat her down with her very biting words. Frank Underwood one of my favorite characters from the TV show House of Cards. As long as he has something in mind that he wanted to achieve, he will go to all lengths to get that done. And he's always 2 steps ahead, like a cold-blooded chess player. And there you have it. Now, here comes the question again. Who do you think is more of a powerhouse when it comes to leadership? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time in 闪颖 Blinglish 小语课堂. Bye. Join my membership space. Get exclusive, personal sharings in English from me and interact with other followers in the comment section. Check out my shop. Get more materials to learn English better. There's a lot of good stuff in there.